You know it's been a long day when you got one of these in your hand. Alright guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Mr. Young. Thank you for watching. Today I'm going to teach you how to pull your positions and users within your UIC. So this is very useful whenever it comes to you needing to transfer somebody in or out of a position, and if you need to substitute somebody into or out of a position. More so into rather than out of on the substitution part, but that's neither here nor there. The biggest thing is knowing how to pull it and getting all the accurate information, and then you'll need the position numbers, the personnel numbers, and their I forget what the other one is, but it's basically your DoD ID number, but they call it something else in GCSS Army. But you need these to be able to transfer from one to the other. Your personnel number is important for your mechanics and for your drivers. They use that to dispatch equipment or get their man hours. Now, we all know that you can look it up by the person's first and last name, but sometimes the stars line just perfectly, and that person has the most common name pattern you've ever seen, and it ends up where you have like 200 people to choose from, and then at that point you got to choose it by the birthday, and they're all so close and you may not know that person's birthday. It's just, get the personnel numbers, give them their personnel number. It's the least you could do to save your clerks the hassle. Alright guys, so in this one we're going to be using another T code. Zulu Alpha Mike Whiskey ZAM W, however you want to put it, but it's your assignments maintenance workbench. So we're going to go into that, and at this point, to pull all of your positions and users within your UIC, you just come down to reporting, click on positions and users, and here you want to click on structure/position report, and it's going to bring up this. Now you don't need your force element number, but you can look it up and find it yourself through the MRP area, or you can just use your UIC. Once you've done that, it's going to populate here. If you don't have the FE number, just make sure that you're choosing the right one, and at this point it's going to pull up everybody that is in a military position, and then all the different positions that display down here. So what works best when you go to transfer people is to export this. So you can export this out and send it to your first sergeants, commanders, whoever, and they can vet this list to verify the personnel. If the person is ETS, PCS, or retired or something like that, then you can send that report to S1 and they can update it in the Melpo, and those personnel will come out. Now, there is a caveat to that. If you have your S1 update something and you or somebody else is cross positioned or have roles in other units, that will change them and take them out of that position if they are in one of the other units. So that's just food for thought. So the two things that you're going to need when you're doing this, actually three things depending on what you're looking for. One is your position if you're transferring them. You'll need their personnel number or their user ID. Now the user ID is just their DoD ID number. So depending on what you're trying to do as far as personnel determines what you're going to need. So if you're trying to update them for work orders, drivers going to dispatch a piece of equipment, you'll need the personnel number. But some personnel actions need the user ID. Alright guys, you see how easy that was? Everything that I've done in GCSS Army so far seems to be a lot easier than it it is a lot easier than it seems, honestly. It's just a matter of understanding how to do it and what T codes to use, or how to use the user EUM or whatever they call that weird dictionary glossary thing that they have to find T codes and how to use those T codes. You just got to understand how to use it. So now that you've understand how to put your personnel and users you can go over and start learning how to slot people into different positions, give them different substitutions, things like that. Lesson learned. Guys, I hope that you enjoyed the video. Hopefully it gave you something constructive and useful. If so, please give me a thumbs up. Go down to the comments if you have any questions, concerns, or if you just want to give me kudos and a pat on the back. Those are the AARs for these videos. That is how I get my AARs to let me know that I'm doing a good job. Everybody wants to do a good job, right? And get that trophy, get that medal, or whatever it is. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do so. If you haven't subscribed, that means you probably the first time you're watching one of these videos. I suggest going over to the channel. There are a lot more where this one came from on various other topics. If there is a topic that is missing, go over to the discussions tab or go over to the about tab and look at me up through either Gmail, through Global. On the discussion tab, you just start a discussion and maybe somebody else has an answer and they can get it to you a lot faster. So hope that it helped you out, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.